Right now, live at 5, the results are in. Nearly a week after Wisconsin held their primaries, we're getting a better idea of how the ballots were cast. And a massive fire in Grand Marais, we're live on the scene. And President Trump says he's making plans for when and how to reopen the economy. Plus, Michigan gets a late season blast of snow. We're in Ironwood tonight after an Easter snowstorm dumped more than a foot of snow in the area.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Here is a live look from the Superior Government Services Building where we are learning the results of last week's primary election. We're also waiting to learn more on the plan for the May 12th special election to fill the 7th district seat in Wisconsin. Good evening, I'm Kristen Baki.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. Right now, results are trickling in from last week's Wisconsin presidential primary. Before we get to that, we do have a developing story out of Grand Marais.
Volunteer firefighters spent the afternoon battling smoke and flames at the Crooked Spoon Cafe in Grand Marais, located at 17 West Wisconsin Street in downtown. Pictures taken by bystanders show dark smoke coming from the business located on the city's waterfront. The street was blocked off by firefighters as of 2 p.m. Monday. The fire has spread to multiple businesses that are now seriously damaged. The restaurant is owned by husband and wife team Nathan and Sarah Hingos, according to the cafe's website. We'll have much more from the scene in just a few minutes.
In election news, we are now learning how Wisconsin voted during last week's primaries. Starting off with the presidential primary, Joe Biden is the winner. The race was called at about 4:45 this afternoon, with about 14% of precincts reporting. At that time, Biden had about 65% of the vote, while runner-up Bernie Sanders was at about 29%. We're still waiting on results from Wisconsin's Supreme Court election. Democrat Jill Karofsky is vying for the seat against conservative incumbent Daniel Kelly. There are no results for municipal races either. Stay with CBS3 throughout the evening for the latest election results. You can also find the results when they come in on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. We're still waiting to find out exactly how many voters cast a ballot in person last week, but we do know there were about 4,000 completed absentee ballots for the city of Superior. With the resignation of Congressman Sean Duffy in Wisconsin's 7th District, a special election will be held on May 12th. But with confusion last week, many are wondering if the election will still happen. CBS3's John Cardinelli is live in Superior. He spoke with the city clerk earlier today about how they are preparing for this election. John, what did she have to say?
Terry Callan said at this point, everything is very unpredictable. Between how long the coronavirus will last and what lawmakers decide to do down in Madison, anything is a possibility. But should the coronavirus still be a concern, polling places will operate as they did a week ago. Callan said ballots for the special election started going out February 26 for anyone requesting one, and some are already coming back. For those that have not requested one, you still have time. Callan said if we're still in a stay-at-home order, polling locations will offer curbside voting and voting in office like last week. However, Callan is offering words of advice for those who are voting absentee.
With how things go down in Madison, they change all the time, daily, sometimes hourly. I would recommend that people that are going to vote by absentee do it early, so there's no question about it.
As for workers at polling places, Callan hopes they will be able to utilize those that helped last week since they understand the new procedures. However, the city is always looking for help at the polls. And as of now, that special election is still scheduled for May 12th, but there is word that Governor Tony Evers may decide to push it back if a stay-at-home order is still in place.
Yeah, certainly a storyline we will continue to stay on top of as things develop and that date moves closer. CBS3's John Cardinelli live for us tonight in Superior. Thanks, John.
Back to Grand Marais, where volunteer firefighters are battling a blaze as it moves through the area, destroying local businesses. CBS3's Natalie Grant joins us live from Grand Marais. Natalie, can you describe what you've seen so far?
Yeah, Kristen and Tony, as you can see behind me, crews are still working to battle this blaze here as they're starting to knock down walls of these 3 businesses here. We've seen small amount of flames that have started to pop up, but mostly it's just been smoke at this point. Now, I'll step out of the way here so you can get a better look of the picture behind me. Volunteer fire crews have been fighting this fire, which started at the Crooked Spoon Cafe since about 2 this afternoon. As of right now, we do not know if anyone is hurt, and we also don't know what has caused this fire or exactly how much damage this will cost. But as you can see, it appears that the cafe and those two other businesses, Picnic and Pine, as well as White Pine North, are destroyed. Now, other businesses that are connected to the Crooked Spoon may also have been damaged. We spoke with the owner of White Pine North, a gift shop among those three businesses, about their devastating loss.
Yeah, it's been a crazy year. I mean, just last week I was joking with my friend who owns a business and saying this whole pandemic was not in our business plan. We purchased it January 1st, 2020. And this week we're saying a fire is not in our business plan. And it's just kind of crazy, but we'll get through it and we'll rebuild and it'll be awesome.
Now, right now, the city of Grand Marais is asking residents to not use water in their homes until crews have finished extinguishing that fire. Now, that's in hopes that they will have enough water pressure to continue to fight the blaze tonight. And again, we are still waiting to learn if there have been any injuries associated with this fire or what the cause of the fire was. We'll make sure to bring those updates as soon as they come in.
Yeah, we're definitely expecting more information to come in throughout the night here. Thanks, Natalie. Today, Cleveland Cliffs announced it will lay off an estimated 470 employees from its North Shore mining operation in northern Minnesota. Company officials said due to poor market conditions in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, they will be temporarily idling production at 2 iron ore mining operations. Now, that includes North Shore Mining in Silver Bay and also the Tilden Mine in Michigan. The company stated that unless business circumstances change, it plans to temporarily idle production at North Shore Mine by mid-April, with a planned restart by August of this year. North Shore Mine employs 570 people. This is a developing story. Stay with CBS3 for the latest.
National news, President Trump is looking for ways to reopen the economy as soon as possible as the COVID-19 pandemic continues across the country. The president is expected to announce the members of a new economic council with the goal of reopening parts of the economy. Meanwhile, the top medical advisor to the president, Dr. Fauci, said in an interview with CNN that had social distancing been implemented sooner, more lives would have been saved. President Trump later retweeted a post that used the hashtag #FireFauci.
Obviously, if we had right from the very beginning shut everything down, it may have been a little bit different, but there was a lot of pushback about shutting things down back then.
A White House spokesperson says that Dr. Fauci remains a trusted advisor to the president. All right, Dave joins us for a quick look at the weather. Dave, wow, it's snowing there, and a lot of people saw quite a bit of snow out there today.
Yeah, Sunday and Monday for the snow belt, anywhere from 2 to even 16 inches of snow fell. But there's still the tail end trough of this low working through our region. So right now, over the hill in Duluth, we're tasting a couple of snow showers. The chance for that was 20%, but it paid off. And there's still a 20% chance tonight and through tomorrow afternoon that the rest of the region will get at least a little bit of snow activity. Probably nothing like the snow belt had, though, but just a little teaser here for another day or so. Let's take a live local look at what's happening towards Ashland, and you can take a look there and see that Schwamigan Bay has opened up over the weekend, so that's a nice sign. Looks like Ashland itself didn't do too much in the way of snow, but inland parts of northern Wisconsin, yeah, that's where the snow totals were heavier, and we'll look at a snow total map in just a little bit. Right now we're going to take a look at the day planner here for Tuesday. There's that flurry chance through about the noon hour, then becoming partly cloudy as higher pressure settles in. That high pressure could be with us for a spell, and I'll talk about its duration coming up in a little bit.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, the Teddy Bear Challenge gets a creative twist on the Iron Range and a heartwarming act of generosity in Wisconsin. That and more in City by City.
And tonight on the CBS3 News at 6, as crews continue to battle a massive restaurant fire in Grand Marais, we have a crew on scene tracking down details. We'll have a live report at the top of the 6 o'clock hour.
The Garage, it's your space. Get a garage fit for all of your agricultural needs with our Farmer 40x40 garage. Store all the equipment needed to get the job done. No matter what you put in your space, trust us to build it right. Economy Garages, built right, priced right.
At Super One Foods, we're always looking for new talent to join our 5-star service team. We are a growing family-owned company that provides opportunities to learn new skills and enhance your working knowledge while serving your friends and neighbors. From flexible scheduling and variety in jobs to competitive wages and exceptional benefits. Super One Foods offers an excellent environment to grow both personally and professionally and can provide you with the foundation for career advancement in the communities we serve. Come join our team. Super One Foods. Jobs right in your neighborhood.
While a lot is changing in our world, at Mediacom, our focus remains the same. Making sure you have the fastest, most reliable connection possible. During this critical time, we know your needs are changing. You may be working or learning from home, relying on telemedicine, or finding new ways to keep everyone entertained. At Mediacom, we're here for you. We're taking appointments, and with speeds from 60 meg up to 1 gig, we can more than meet your needs. Contact us today to learn more.
Take on your to-do list. Save $40 on any AK Series double battery bundle, including the FSA 57 trimmer bundle. Not sold at Lowe's or the Home Depot. Always at a local STIHL dealer.
Find your favorite CW shows on the Duluth CW, cable, satellite, over the air, and streaming on KDLH Duluth.
In your community, there are businesses ready to help you through this difficult time. From restaurant takeout, appliance repair, roofing, or AC services, BBB connects you with local, trustworthy companies ready to do business safely and ethically. Support your local economy. BBB, building trust in trying times.
Here is a live look over the Duluth Harbor. We managed to avoid a white Easter this past weekend, but Ironwood, Michigan was not so lucky. We'll have more coming up on that in just a few minutes, but first, let's see what's happening around the rest of the Northland. The Teddy Bear Challenge gets a creative twist in Aurora, plus an act of generosity in Hayward as we take you around the Northland, city by city. Starting off in Aurora, Minnesota, where one resident is taking part in the Teddy Bear Challenge with a little twist. Renee Korashek lives in the countryside of Aurora, and she was concerned that passerbys might not see the teddy bear in her window, so she put it on her mailbox instead. And as an added bonus, the teddy bear is wearing a mask to encourage safety during COVID-19. Now to Grand Rapids, where there's a new effort to raise money for the Rife Performing Arts Center after they were forced to cancel 3 months worth of performances and events due to COVID-19. The effort comes in the form of a virtual gala. The Rife is auctioning off a wide variety of items to raise money for the center, and they're doing it all online. Some of the items include plane tickets, unique backstage experiences, and dinners. And finally, to an act of generosity in Hayward, where the Tally Ho Supper Club surprised healthcare workers with a free dinner. The owners of the restaurant arrived at the Essential Health Center in Hayward with boxes of pre-prepared dinners from the restaurant and distributed them among the workers on the front lines of the pandemic. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it could be featured as we go around the Northland city by city.
Still to come on Live at 5, an Easter Day snowstorm slams part of the UP with more than a foot of snow. We'll take you there next.
And Dave will be in with your full forecast. Stay with us.
Find your favorite CW shows on the Duluth CW, cable, satellite, over the air, and streaming on KDLH Duluth.
With over 30 years of providing the best service in the Northland, Ogston's Body and Paint has built their reputation through honesty and respect. So when bad things happen to your vehicle, trust Ogston's to make them right again. Conveniently located at 50 West Central Entrance.
At Papa Murphy's, we knead seriously, chop seriously, and shred seriously. Because we're serious about Tuesdays, even if you're not. Every Tuesday, get a large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Make your house a home for a lifetime with Scott Diedrichson Construction. From siding, windows, roofing, decks, and doors, we deliver the highest quality of construction and remodeling services for all of your needs. Call or visit us at scottdiedrichson.com today and set up an appointment to receive your free estimate. Scott Diedrichson Construction, restoring the beauty of your home.
Asbestos diseases like mesothelioma, lung cancer, and asbestosis can be devastating. That's why I called Asbestos Disease LLC. They were there when I needed them most. Asbestos Disease LLC helps victims and family members who were exposed to asbestos get the compensation they deserve from big companies and bankruptcy trusts. Call Asbestos Disease LLC at 800-547-4189. Get the right help when you need it most.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
The 2020 Honda Rubicon at RJ Sport and Cycle.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
CBS3 Weather is brought to you by Jim Peralt.
The nature of nature here in our Northland is so fickle. 5 minutes ago, flurrying to beat the band, actually enough to make for a dusting on the ground here in my backyard. And now 5 minutes later, the sun's back out again. Makes one start to restart the hope machine for spring. And boy, it wasn't very spring-like in the UP yesterday. Indeed, a lot of snow fell. So let's take a look at some snow totals that came in from the snow belt to the South Shore, from the Bayfield Peninsula through the Upper Peninsula. Man, those snow totals were light for some towns and pretty impressive for others. Namakogan, 2 inches. Loretta, 4.5. Stone Lake, 4.6. That's, of course, near the Hayward region. And Guile, the king of snow, re-earned the crown today. 16 inches worth of snow. Luckily, things are settling down. Now on the backside of that low-pressure system here, we're just getting a little trough still gliding through, and on and off snow showers like we had 5 minutes ago will be the norm, at least through early afternoon tomorrow. Current conditions at the airport in Duluth include 27 degrees for current temp, so back to cooler than normal, and likely will be cooler than normal through tomorrow. Maybe a couple of days here as colder air filters in behind our departing storm system. The wind right now is northwesterly, 14 miles per hour, and the air pressure will slowly start to increase as the low-pressure system departs and that high settles in. So the Doppler map right now shows those on and off snow showers scattered around the region here. The charts say only a 20% chance, but they already have paid off for places like here in Duluth. So we do have to consider that they will continue, like I mentioned, through tomorrow afternoon. And that's again because that big low-pressure system from yesterday that created, frankly, killer storms in the south and heavy snow in the UP is dragging its weaker portion now through our area for the next 16 hours or so. So really just some flurries for our Tuesday. And of course, our hearts go out to those who were harmed by this big storm system. Higher pressures coming in. So after Tuesday, we shake off the flurries. Maybe not all of the clouds, but it will start to become at least a little more sunny. And when it becomes a little more sunny, hopefully it will become a little bit warmer as well. The cold snap will go away and warmer conditions will return. Forecast here for tonight in our neck of the woods. We start with the Minnesota side of the border, and it's going to show things being a little bit on the chilly side. Low temps will drop towards 12 near the Canadian border, maybe be warm as 22 right by the lake. 20% chance for the flurries in Minnesota and in Wisconsin as well, and for the UP. So the worst of the snow, luckily, is ending for the UP, and now the cooler conditions are coming. Temperatures in that part of the world will run from about 14 to 17 with that slight flurry chance. Getting into the forecast for tomorrow for Wisconsin and Michigan, we're going to see that continued 20% flurry chance at least through the morning hours, and high temps will run about 30 to 35 degrees, which is cooler than normal for this time of year. So we've taken a step back temperature-wise as colder air filters in behind the low-pressure system. Minnesota's high temperatures for tomorrow will be similar, about 30 to 35 degrees, maybe a whole degree warmer right by the lake. Partly sunny sky in the afternoon, 20% chance for morning snow showers. Now with the extended forecast here, we're eyeing up conditions to slowly improve temperature-wise as the rest of the week unfolds. From flurries on Tuesday, we go to at least partial sunshine on Wednesday, then full-blown sunshine Thursday and Friday, mostly sunny and back towards 45. Then Saturday, a splitting of the difference day. We'll hit 54 degrees, which will be awfully nice, but the price we pay for temperatures like that will be a 30% chance for rain showers, followed by at least a dry day and still 50 come Sunday. Anthony and Kristen.
Kristen and I were just talking. We said we hope the snow is done for the year. Obviously, that's you can't really say that in April here, but with that forecast, it looks unlikely. We hope that stays that way. Thanks, Dave. Well, in our region, Ironwood saw the brunt of this morning's snow that Dave was just talking about. CBS 3's Leanne Valdez shares how their community was still looking on the bright side.
Spring seemed to take a leap back in Ironwood, Michigan Monday morning.
Just come to work, try to move the snow so customers can get in and out.
With slippery roads and snow in mid-April. Rich Bates, an employee at Forceland Building Supply, says he's seen better days.
Thought it was supposed to end by now.
But he knows all this white stuff comes with a silver lining.
There's still salt and shovels, so anybody that can't find theirs or put it away, we'll see them today.
That's not for Ironwood resident Tom Labs.
Oh, no. No, you put them away when you take the lawnmower out.
He knows better.
I lived here for 74 years, so I'm used to it.
By 7 a.m., Ironwood saw just a little over 8 inches of snow.
You get a snow blower and a plow truck, and you just live with it.
And Labs also is trying to see the silver lining.
Shovels are good. Get a little exercise.
All right, switching gears, it's that time of the day where we get to talk about pets. Today's pet comes to us from Northwoods Humane Society. Meet Snowball the cat. Hey, that's fitting for the story we just had. He is a handsome 3-year-old Flame Point Siamese mix. Snowball's previous owner passed away, and now he's looking for a new home. He can be a bit of a handful and would be best to go to a home with no small children and to an owner with some cat experience. If you'd like to adopt Snowball, you can set up an appointment by calling the number on your screen. Still to come, 2 fires break out in Duluth overnight. What officials are blaming for the cause. And Duluth city officials are looking to raise stormwater rates as they try to raise funding for key infrastructure.
I'm Jim from Jim Peralt Construction, a certified TAMCO contractor. What does that mean for you? TAMCO's full line of roofing and decking products allow me to offer the best options to homeowners. The average contractor can only offer 10 years. At Peralt Construction, we provide a full coverage 15-year labor and material warranty on residential and commercial buildings. Nobody can offer a better warranty than this. Give us a call today to find out what Jim Peralt Construction and TAMCO can do for you.
You love the look of exterior lighting, but lighting contractors cost a fortune. And wiring your own lights? Well, don't try that at home. You need Disc Lights by Bell & Howell, the portable, powerful, solar-powered LED outdoor lights that mount flat to the ground to create incredible cascades of light. Best of all, there's no wiring at all. Just press Disc Light flat to the ground and you're done. Bell & Howell Disc Lights utilize light conversion technology that absorb the sun's energy in storage cells, where it's converted into solar-powered electricity. So when the sun goes down, Disc Lights come up for 10 full hours and turn off automatically in daylight. And now you can get this set of 4 Bell & Howell Disc Lights for just $19.95. But wait, order today and we'll even ship it to you free. But there's more. Order today and you can get a second set of 4 Disc Lights. Just pay a separate fee. So don't delay. Order your Bell & Howell Disc Lights today. Call now.
Call 1-800-902-5994 or go to disclights.com. That number again is 1-800-902-5994 or order online at disclights.com.
Duke is a man of few words and many songs.
Let freedom ring. Gone country. Going down till the sun comes up.
It's 102.5. Duke.
Tuesday on CBS3 this morning, the most updated results from Wisconsin's primary election.
And the chilly temperatures are still set to continue, but relief may be in sight. I'll have the details on that in your Weather Max forecast.
So wake up with us right here at 5 a.m.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app. Find your favorite CW shows on the Duluth CW, cable, satellite, over the air, and streaming on KDLH Duluth.
Our goal is an environment of decency, quality, and mutual respect for all human beings and all other living creatures. It's tremendously encouraging to see all across this country the remarkable interest on an issue, which is not only just an issue of survival, but an issue of how we survive.
A small idea, a world of change. Join us on April 22nd to commemorate 50 years of Earth Day.
the experience and years that Dave has. His experience, that's something that's really special to CBS3.
He worked his way up from janitor up to a weather guy.
He's just like this bastion of knowledge.
Get to know Dave Anderson weekday nights on Live Local CBS3. Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on Live Local CBS3 Duluth.
Duluth police still don't know who started 2 structure fires last week. Those fires were in the Central Hillside and Cody neighborhoods last Wednesday. Police say they still don't have a suspect in custody. No one was hurt. Police say they still don't know if the incidents are connected. Meanwhile, smoking is to blame for 2 Duluth house fires overnight. The first fire broke out around 1:15 this morning at a duplex near Bristol Street and North 59th Avenue West in the Spirit Valley neighborhood. All 5 residents got out safely, and firefighters rescued 2 cats, but 1 is still missing. Damage is estimated around $100,000. While firefighters were still fighting that fire, they were called to an apartment building at 16th Avenue East and East 3rd Street in the Endian neighborhood. None of those residents were hurt. Damages were estimated at $2,000. Again, fire officials say both fires were started by smoking. They remind residents to make sure your cigarettes or tobacco products are completely put out before throwing away.
The Duluth City Council will be voting on a resolution that would increase stormwater rates over the next 6 years. The increase would be to help fund a citywide upgrade to the stormwater system. According to the resolution, there would be just over an 11% increase every year for the next 6 years. City officials would begin holding public information meetings starting this June. A public hearing would be held this coming fall. If everything is approved, the increase would go into effect on January 1st of 2021. Initial voting will take place during tonight's council meeting. Part of Decker Road near the Miller Mall will be closed starting today. Crews will be working on utility systems and repaving the road. Traffic will be rerouted on Anderson, Haynes, and Maple Grove roads. The project will last through the summer.
Duluth and St. Louis County leaders have found space to house those who are most at risk during the COVID-19 pandemic. Tonight, the Duluth City Council will vote on spending up to $67,000 to buy hotel rooms at the downtown Duluth Inn. City and county leaders say 45 rooms will be open to those who are homeless, even if they do not have any symptoms. They hope it will help lower the number of people using Chum's homeless shelter. If approved tonight, the rooms will be available through May 5th, but that could be extended if needed. Chum will help provide food. 2 more Moose Lake prison inmates have tested positive for COVID-19. That brings the facility's total to 11. 7 of those patients have recovered. State Corrections Department leaders say they are considering releasing certain low-level inmates from prisons around the state to help stop the spread within their facilities. On Friday, state officials said that could start as early as this week.
Tonight here on the CBS Evening News, if dealing with the coronavirus outbreak wasn't enough, millions in the South are also dealing with severe weather. More than 20 people are dead after tornadoes on the Easter holiday. Also, could strong winds hurt New York City's tented field hospitals? Plus, tonight we begin our new series, Racing to a Cure. We'll share the latest science and technological advances that might help us beat the coronavirus. And we'll end tonight with the song that's lifting our spirits and opening our hearts to the amazing gifts of grace from our healthcare heroes. That's all tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Find your favorite CW shows on the Duluth CW, cable, satellite, over the air, and streaming on KDLH Duluth.
Your work is your name. You live by it. At Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment, we take our name, our work, just as seriously. John Deere excavators, skid steers, and loaders have the compact agility and big-time ability you need to finish the job. Comfortable, affordable, and backed by a 2-year, 2,000-hour full machine warranty. Standard. In-person service calls and parts delivery keep you work ready. Our techs are highly trained and incredibly knowledgeable. Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment. We make sure the work lives up to your name.
With so many nourishing shades, a color change is easy. Nutrice has 77. From our darkest blacks to our lightest blondes, it nourishes while it colors, plus avocado, olive, and shea. Change a little or a lot. Nutrice, nourished hair, better color. By Garnier, naturally.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez on CBS3.
Sports are my passion and the love of my life. And when you watch a sportscast, the biggest compliment that I get is that you seem so excited about what you're talking about. And that's not an act for me. Who doesn't want to see someone, you know, deliver their news in a fun way? So if you love it, I love it, you're gonna see the authenticity that I think I bring to CBS3 Sports.
Watch Sports with Kelly Hinseth on CBS3.
Mariah Haberman here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the DW crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on social media and discoverwisconsin.com for behind-the-scenes content and great Wisconsin giveaways, including a chance to win a free vacation. This week's featured prize package could take you to Sparta. Just visit discoverwisconsin.com for details.
Find your favorite CW shows on the Duluth CW, cable, satellite, over the air, and streaming on KDLH Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look over Duluth as we head into this week. Now let's take a quick look at some of our top stories from 5 o'clock. In election news, Joe Biden has won the Wisconsin presidential primary. He beat opponent Bernie Sanders with 69% of the vote to Sanders about 25%. That was with 14% of precincts reporting. Senator Sanders has since dropped from the race, and earlier today he endorsed Biden. If you want a complete list of election results from last week in Wisconsin, head on over to our website, cbs3duluth.com.
And tonight at 6, Governor Walz spoke to Minnesotans today via conference to call to discuss extending the peacetime emergency through May 13th. The governor says he wants to expand testing to make it widespread across the state. The governor also defended his decision to extend the stay-at-home order to May 4th. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next.
We'll see you back here at 6.